I'm not settling for anything less than a luxury retirement home. It's my last shred of pride, so compromise is out of the question.
You're obsessed with luxury, but are you even thinking about the cost? You need to be realistic.
Money's not an issue. I've secured my pension and your brother Michael is employed at a really good company. He promised to assist me.
If he's doing so well, then why does he always look so stressed? Maybe things aren't as good as you think.
Oh, don't say that. Even in old age, the thought of not living in luxury is unbearable for me.
I get that you want the finer things, but picking an expensive place without a financial plan is reckless.
I don't focus on the tiny details. What matters to me is preserving my pride.
Pride's important, but your stubbornness is making life hard for everyone.
Hard for everyone? Who said that? I don't want some average retirement.
It's because you can't live normally that everyone's struggling. Stop dragging the whole family into this.
This is my final wish. Of course, my family should support me.
But we have limits too. Even Michael has his own life. He can't keep cleaning up after you forever.
He loves me, so of course he'll help me.
If that's the case, I wish you'd be more independent.
Independent? Expecting that from me is insulting. I'm a senior, you know.
Plenty of seniors still handle their own lives just fine. You're leaning on people way too much.
It's not leaning. I'm just asking for what's fair.
If you want what's fair, you need to face reality first. Chasing dreams without a plan won't get you help from anyone.
I just want to take pride in my life. I don't want to feel like I owe anyone.
I wish you'd face reality a little more.
Cora, you really never keep in touch, do you? You barely visit. At least come see me once in a while.
What's with you all of a sudden? I was just there last week. Don't tell me you already forgot. I've been working hard too, you know.
Getting into that luxury retirement home was all thanks to Michael. I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah, here we go again. Every time you say it, I get the biggest deja vu.
He's bright, handsome, and on top of everything, he has a consistent high salary at a prestigious firm.
Yeah.
Having a son like that makes me so proud as a mom.
Uh-huh. And let me guess, compared to him, You're about to say I'm the ugly, ungrateful daughter, right?
Oh, you catch on quick. If you already know, this'll go faster.
So what's this really about? You didn't just call for small talk, did you? You're probably about to tell me I should do something nice for you and drop some annoying requests, right?
Do you have to talk with that sharp edge? Just hearing it ticks me off.
Because the only reason you ever call me is for stuff like that. I'm just stating facts.
Tomorrow, bring me a fancy melon when you visit. Don't forget.
I literally just brought you mangoes last week, and they weren't cheap, you know.
Last week, Barbara's daughter came, but this week, Susan's son is coming.
So, what does that have to do with me?
We have to compete with the gifts, that's why. You don't want to lose, do you?
Wow. So it's just another ridiculous reason.
This place is basically a social club disguised as a retirement home. The number of visits and how fancy the gifts are decide your rank here.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one who actually takes that seriously.
You always have to argue. Anyway, just bring what I told you to.
It's peak season at work right now, and I'm pulling overtime every day. I can't even take a proper day off, and I'm honestly exhausted.
If you're that busy, then have Michael handle these unimportant errands. Don't complain to me, acting all high and mighty over some old grocery store job.
That was in high school. Do you know how many years it's been since then? I've told you a million times I do a completely different job now.
Like I'd bother remembering what you do for work. I don't even care.
Yeah, I figured. You've never shown the slightest interest in me, not once in my life.
It's obvious. You look just like your late dad, and to top it off, you're not exactly a looker. I couldn't care less.
Don't talk trash about Dad. I really wish you stopped saying things like that.
Well, I've got plenty to complain about. I married him for the money, ended up with a disappointing, ugly daughter, And then he had the nerve to die young in an accident. He was such a worthless guy.
I said, stop it.
Oh, why are you so worked up? That was 21 years ago. You were only 9 when he died. Your memories must be fuzzy.
They're not fuzzy at all. I remember everything. He worked a lot and wasn't home much, but on his days off we built Lego sets together, and he pushed me on the swings at the park. Those times meant everything to me.
Oh, whatever. It's not worth remembering things like that.
You were glued to Michael back then, so I doubt you remember anything I was feeling. I bet you've conveniently forgotten all of it.
You've got that right. Never cared then, don't care now, and that's not changing.
Funny. Same here. I don't care about you either, so I'm not bringing that melon.
You ungrateful brat! How are you planning to repay me for raising you? There's a limit to how ungrateful you can be.
The fact you can say I raised you out loud after all that? Honestly, it's amazing how sarcasm just flies over your head.
If I'm being honest, I never want to raise a daughter with a face like she got run over by a truck. But I still took care of you, at least on paper, until you graduated high school.
Yeah, because you were scared that if someone called child services for how badly you treated me, they might take Michael away too. If it wasn't for that, you probably would have dumped me halfway through.
Whatever the reason, I at least went through the motions of raising you. I don't deserve this attitude.
I'll give you that. You did provide food and a roof over my head.
Then repay the favor. Don't just talk, show it in your actions.
I think I've already done enough. Anything more would mean sacrificing my own life.
Excuse me? You moved out the second you graduated, never sent a dime home, and even after I moved into this retirement home, I have to chase you down just to get you to visit.
That's not really how it went. But you know what? Forget it. No matter what I say, it won't change anything. It'll just get us more worked up.
You're really an ungrateful daughter. How could you forget all that I've done for you?
Anyway, I'm telling you clearly, I won't be there tomorrow. I'm too busy with work and life.
I should have just dumped you in a gutter when I had the chance. Would have been a hell of a lot easier.
I'm Cora. I'm 29. Michael, my brother, who's 3 years older, and my 66-year-old mother are far from the kind of close, ideal family you'd proudly introduce to others. On the surface, we looked normal, but behind that facade were years of things we'd never want to tell anyone. That said, some of what my mom claimed was true. Until I graduated high school, I never went without food, shelter, or the basics. But the one thing I can't forget is the pain in my chest when I saw Michael and Mom smiling side by side, handing her carnations for Mother's Day, and then posing for a picture to remember the moment. I watched them with a mix of envy and a little sadness, because when I was in elementary school, I saved up my tiny allowance for weeks to buy her carnations. And she took them without a word, then threw them in the trash the very same day. I still remember the quiet crack of something breaking deep inside me at that moment. Once I realized the dream of having an ideal mother-daughter relationship would never come true, I started keeping my relationship with her strictly practical. Now I just maintain the bare minimum contact as payback for the food and shelter she gave me until high school. But soon after, there was an event waiting for me that would shatter even the small bit of affection I still had left for her. Hey, Mom, what the hell is going on here?
Oh, come on, don't get all worked up like that. You hardly ever call, and now you're just coming at me out of nowhere. That could seriously give me a heart attack, you know?
Don't play dumb. Just explain to me what's going on. Can you please stop spreading weird rumors about me around the home?
What's this about? What happened now? I was just having tea with everyone after lunch, nice and relaxed.
Save that for later. I need to know right now. So, I've caught wind of some gossip saying that when I was in school, I used to hit you and demand money from you. Did you say something like that?
Oh, yeah, I might have let something like that slip.
What? Why would you make up such a ridiculous lie?
Well, Barbara was bragging about how her daughter was a real delinquent in middle school. So I thought it'd be fun to make my own daughter sound like an even bigger badass, just to one-up her.
What exactly did you say?
Let's see. I might have said you were a repeat shoplifter who the cops were constantly calling me about, or that you bullied a classmate so badly they went blind, and I had to pay tens of thousands in damages. Something like that.
You've got to be kidding me. That's beyond messed up.
But thanks to that, I got to show everyone how hard it was raising you. And I came out on top in the bragging battles around here.
Will you just cut it out? Because of you, I'm in serious trouble at work right now.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. There's no way some story I told at the home could affect your paper delivery job.
You know William, one of the residents there, right?
Yeah, that guy's insanely rich. Honestly, he's so far above everyone else, I don't even bother competing.
Well, William is actually the father of my company's CEO, and he's the honorary chairman now.
You're kidding, right? Isn't his company the biggest electronics corporation in America? Parapanic Group or whatever?
That's right, because that's where I work.
Oh, please. Keep the jokes to your face, not your mouth. Oh my God, I'm laughing so hard right now, my stomach hurts. I swear I'm about to get a six-pack from laughing at you.
That's exactly why I never told you. You'd never believe me.
Well, I'm seriously cracking up here. My abs are getting a workout.
I'm not lying. You've seen it yourself. When I visited, you saw me greet William.
I wouldn't remember that. Your stories always sound made up, so I never believe them.
You really don't care about me at all, do you? That's just sad.
Oh, but I remember William asking me how you were doing before.
That's because I'm working for him. Of course he'd ask that.
Even if that's true, you're basically just a janitor there, right? Don't act like it's a big deal.
What are you talking about? I'm in sales. That's why my image at work is so important.
A high school grad like you becoming a top sales rep? Oh, please, stop dreaming.
I worked hard from high school, joined workplace programs, volunteered at company events, and made sure employees knew my face.
I see.
I studied the products, took the hiring exam, and that's how I got the job.
Wow, you're really on a roll with the tall tales today.
I'm telling you, it's true. When I first started, everyone around me had college degrees and looked down on me, but I worked my butt off until I finally earned their respect.
Oh, still going with the lies? Is this some kind of clearance sale on BS? You are seriously the least trustworthy person.
Just listen to me for once. I'm not lying. The fake rumor you spread actually made it all the way to William's ears. Because of that, my boss blew up, went to war for me, and as a result, I got pulled off multiple major accounts I'd worked so hard to land. And there's more to it. William barged into our department, yelling for me to be fired, labeling me as the violent woman. And now my coworkers view me like I'm some kind of toxic person.
You send me paragraphs like that. I'm not even going to bother reading. You should just keep it short.
Then don't read it. Fine. Just please take back that ridiculous rumor right now. One word from you could fix everything.
I finally won the bragging game here. There's no way I'm giving that up so easily.
But if it stays like this, you could get kicked out of the home too.
Then I'll have Michael put me in another luxury home. He'll give me whatever I want.
You can't just dump something like that on him. That'll obviously cause him trouble.
He's got a high-paying job at a big company. If I ask, he'll do anything for me.
You know,
compared to him, you're just a useless loser. Just get lost, will ya?
So you're really not going to hear me out, huh?
Not even a little.
Wow, that was instant. I'm speechless.
Since we're being honest, you're nothing but a prop I use to one-up people. But if you're just going to keep nagging me, you're annoying and I don't need you anymore. Go ahead, get fired and die in some ditch for all I care.
You seriously mean that? You're okay with me dying? How can you say something that cruel so easily?
Because I mean it with all my heart. The world would be better off if a loud pest like you just disappeared.
I see. Got it. I won't say anything else.
What's with a sudden calm?
Yeah, I'm just done. This is stupid.
What?
I don't know. I just suddenly stopped caring.
What's that supposed to mean? Did you lose your mind or something?
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I did.
Are you seriously crazy? I'm not in the mood to deal with that. Oh, I know. Let me just say this clearly. Let's cut ties.
Sure.
Up until now, I've kept in touch so you could bring me gifts. But from now on, I don't want anything to do with someone who's mentally unstable. Consider this a full-on disownment.
Okay.
Just disappear from my life and keep your distance from me for good.
Then I'll stop paying your facility fees.
What? You've got to be kidding me. Hey, have you talked to Michael lately? He hasn't been picking up my calls. I wonder what's going on. Hey, are you ignoring me?
Huh? That's weird.
What are you talking about? I can't get in touch with him and I'm worried. Do you think something happened to him?
Oh, I forgot to block you. I'll do that right now.
Hold it! If you block me now, I'll blow up your phone nonstop.
What are you talking about? You're the one who wanted to cut ties, remember? So what now?
I told you I can't reach your brother. Something might have happened and I'm worried.
And? What does that have to do with me?
It looks like this month's payment for the home hasn't been deposited either. So I thought maybe there's some kind of problem.
Oh, I never told you. Yeah, I stopped paying your facility fees.
What?
We cut ties, and I have no intention of doing anything more for you. So I decided it's time you faced reality.
What? Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
The Michael you keep bragging about isn't some big shot making loads of cash at a fancy company. He's just an unemployed guy who happens to be good looking.
What are you talking about? He's a successful elite employee at a major corporation.
Then tell me the name of the company.
Oh, well, that's...
You don't actually know what company it is or what he does there, do you?
But...
Not surprising you don't know, because that company doesn't exist.
That's not true. Before I moved into the home, I saw him wearing a suit and heading to work.
That was just an act. He only dressed like that so no one would know he was unemployed, then spent the day killing time at a coffee shop.
Oh, give me a break with the excuses. He's been giving me money every month for my living expenses.
That money came from me. When he failed to land a job and didn't know what to do, he came to me for help. We agreed he'd pretend to work at a big company, and I'd be the one giving him the money.
There's no way. That can't be true.
Hold on a second. I'm going to text Michael and tell him to call you.
There's no way he's unemployed and blowing my pension on gambling. That's a total lie.
Oh, wow. Did he spill that part too?
He told me it's true you work in sales at Parapanic, and that you've been paying for the retirement home.
Did he say anything else?
He said he's done playing the perfect son, and told me never to contact him again before hanging up on me.
He's been like your puppet ever since we were kids. The second he did anything you didn't like, you'd blow up and cause a scene. So honestly, it's no surprise he wants nothing to do with you.
That was for his own good, and I gave him all the love I could.
That was just for your own satisfaction. To him, it was nothing but a burden.
Oh, don't say that.
When he failed to get a job, he finally snapped after bottling everything up for years and told me he just wanted to run away.
No, that can't be true.
But you know, even with how twisted your personality is, I knew you really did care about him. That's why Michael came to me in secret, saying it would be cruel to abandon you. When I heard that, I decided to help.
So that's when he pretended to work at a big company, and you secretly gave him money?
Yeah. He was desperate to keep up the perfect image you had of him. And since you took care of me with food and shelter until I graduated high school, I saw it as the bare minimum payback.
I never realized any of that.
Honestly, there were times I thought a luxury retirement home was too expensive, but you're still my mom. No matter how much you hated me, I wanted you to at least have a peaceful old age.
I never thought you'd feel that way about me. This is unbelievable.
It's pretty unbelievable, but perhaps deep down, I was still wishing for a day when you'd truly recognize me for who I really am.
Cora!
Well, the second you told me to drop dead, that hope disappeared completely.
If I'd known, I never would have said that.
Because you rethink everything and actually feel sorry? Or just because you didn't want to lose your personal ATM?
Oh, well...
The fact you're not even pretending to feel sorry makes me wonder just how much you hate me. Honestly, that bluntness is almost refreshing.
Even if you can't stand me, we're still blood. A child has a duty to take care of their parent.
That responsibility should fall on Michael. I've already cut ties, so this has nothing to do with me.
Then I'll take it back right now.
And I'll take back your take back. Some things can't be undone that easily.
This isn't the time for jokes.
Well, I'm dead serious.
In that case, let's make a deal. I'll give you my terms.
What kind of deal?
I'll admit every bad rumor I spread was a lie, and I'll tell everyone the truth. In return, you keep taking care of me.
Yeah, no. I can't accept that. And why now, all of a sudden?
Because you're in trouble. You got pulled off your accounts and might even get fired, right?
So you actually did read that long message I sent.
That's not the point right now.
If that's what this is about, Michael already went to my office and explained everything, so it's all taken care of.
What?
Even William apologized to me and my accounts were restored. Once the other employees heard the truth, they felt bad for me and started taking my side.
So now I'm the one being made out to be the villain?
From the outside, you are the ultimate villain. The textbook definition of a toxic mom. It's about time you realized just how much trouble you cause for everyone around you.
Don't say that. I've been through a lot too.
There's nothing left to say. This is it. I'm blocking you for good.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'll apologize for everything. Just don't abandon me. I was wrong. Please, I'm begging you to forgive me.
Changing your attitude only when you're cornered is pathetic. You were better off sticking to your cold indifference. At least that was consistent.
What? So you'd rather I stay cold like before? If that's the case, will you take care of me out of respect for my consistency?
Not a chance. Did you really think that would work? No way.
How can you do this to me?
You're destined to be abandoned by your children and end up all alone. No matter what you say now, the past won't change. And neither will how I feel.
Growing old like this, all alone, I don't think I could handle it.
But you planted those seeds yourself. No one else is to blame. Goodbye.
I'm honestly sad it had to end like this.
It turned out my mom's pension alone wasn't enough to cover the cost of a luxury retirement home, so she ended up being forced to leave pretty quickly. After that, she moved into a much cheaper facility, but even there, life was far from easy. Her habit of looking down on the other residents never changed, so nobody liked her, and she ended up completely isolated. I heard she would watch other residents happily greeting visiting family, sitting there all alone, looking utterly miserable. There were even rumors she'd cry herself to sleep at night. For Michael and me, cutting ties with her felt like finally setting down a heavy weight we'd been carrying for years. Michael quickly got back on his feet, and now he's become a steady source of support for me. He even repaid the cost of the retirement home I've been covering, which helped me financially too. As for me, I've been able to throw myself into my work, and my days are busy but fulfilling. I'll never forget the painful things from the past, but I'm proud of myself for still moving forward. Now I have friends I can truly trust, more emotional support, and real hope for the future. It feels like I've taken my life back, and I can honestly say I'm happy. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.